That's it. But you go Helm of the Dominator, right? And then you go Wraith back. That's what a lot of the. In my opinion, that's the better build because you still want to push that lane no matter what.
I agree.
Helm of the Dom is not a big deal.
I agree, but that's simply just not the build I've seen a lot in NA Div 2 so far. We'll see if Arkosh bucks the trend.
Because is that against like CMs and Ench and stuff? Because every time there's not every time there's a free creep game, I do see that build of the Helm of the Dom at least.
I don't know. Once, yes, certainly against like a Morana or something like that, where the arrow is just really good. But no, I've been seeing just so much Vlad's first item here and going for axes. We'll see what Gremlo decides. You know, he does kind of have his unique style and flavor he likes to bring. As smoke from KBUs, not gonna find anyone.
I mean, yeah, as long as Rudy gets a good black hole, right? You could even go for, genuinely this game, you could always just go for Whisper's like Axe build and just rely on Rudy getting a good black hole. And maybe it's Pale Horse who builds into like, I go in first, I die. Rudy gets a 5-man black hole and they carry the game.
I'd love to see that, you know, Beastmaster.
Oh, Pale Horse, you better not be going to the bathroom,
Beastmaster blinks, penalty. You know.
Reason. I Annihilate asks for the reason here.
I'd like to see that.
So earlier today, they actually got a drafting penalty KBU US because they went to the bathroom and they're not allowed to leave their chair.
Cap says there we go. A couple of voice lines.
Cap did have to build a poop bucket just for this game as a result.
That was also in the lobby chat. There's always a little bit of behind the scenes stuff.
Which is, by the way, public. I don't know if players knew this, but if you go to literally any Dead Dota lobby, it's public. Everything in the lobbies gets published.
What? Where?
And if you go to the individual like match, like that Dota, for example, you can see the logs.
No way. I didn't know that.
I don't know why people think it's not public. A lot of players clearly don't know it's public, but it's public.
That's very true. Yeah, that's very true. So you know, if you want to hear some reggaeton recommendations from Dark Mago, go ahead and check out his Dota.
Or if you've ever been interested in any version of feces, go listen to anything Gremlo says.
Pretty much.
He does eat cat litter, so he's a connoisseur.
He is a connoisseur, as he likes to say. Pale Horse is already regretting his hero this game, pretty much. He's literally half HP. Yep, Cap's already pulling him tangos. He's pulled him 2 even. That's
oh no, that's not okay, right?
Nah, I mean, he's got to use one now, but it looks like he won't, and one of them will time out. Because what, they last like 15 seconds? Yeah, 16.
Okay, I think you could get both, actually. I don't know if that was, like, Cap doing this for content, though. I'm really curious what the comms
for content, right, yeah. See, that's the excuse Arkosh have. When they play poorly, they could just say, no, they're doing it for content.
I don't think that's poorly. I think Pale Horse was just complaining, and I'm presuming Cap just is like, okay, I have 2 tangos then.
Cap might be in some trouble here.
Oh, he only had tangos, but he gave them all to Pale Horse. Oh, no. Pale Horse did play that perfectly, though. He got the tangos off.
He did.
Well done, Pale Horse.
Yes.
That's the real win.
He's got lots of regen, and here's those axes at level 1, and it is Wraith packed in the quick buy for Gremlo. So yeah, again, it's the build I've been seeing a ton of. I agree. I would have thought that the casual helm is still really good, but pros have not been going for it, at least in Div 2.
Yeah, in upper div is what you see usually. You're like helmet Wraith pack, right? That's what the popular build is. And sometimes
and that's the damage that you can just easily do right early on versus Realm. And he just used Metamorphosis as well, expecting to be able to fight.
Huge.
Yeah.
All right, Realm can carry this then. That's fine. And in the mid lane, Rudy is also carrying it as he kills off by Annihilate. That should not be happening.
No, it should not. Simply gets the Eidolons out and the Malefice. I mean, maybe those were level 2 Eidolons, sure, and they did split, but that is, I mean, that's a tiny.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Like, he has a lot of HP. I mean, no armor, so Eidolons do hurt a little bit, but I agree with you. Annihilate getting a bit cocky. Enigma does lead to a lot of frustration in the lane, so
Cap is dead again as well. They just get him with a little stun, and the Warden's got plenty of damage. I mean, Pale Horse can do nothing, really. Cap just trying to make as much space as he can so Pale Horse doesn't tilt.
Right, so you can farm, you mean?
Yes.
That's the technique. Yeah.
They're going to get Shakiro bottom as well, most likely here. Gremlo has got enough mana for the axes, and certainly those don't mill. Oh, Fade Bolt.
The Magic Stick use, but Fade Bolt was there just to cover it. I got you, says Crow.
Yeah, and again, a strong
And he gets the second point in Fade Bolt, as the second point in Axe is also ready.
This is like a pretty good lane, like all things considered, for a Rubik to still be a little bit useful in, right? Telekinesis early got buffed, right? Fade Bolt is just a ton of damage, and that's what Beastmaster does. He just wants to out-harass enemies. There's no Wisp or like Warlock in this lane, and with the Salve nerfs, like you've got potential here, as unfortunately they have got no kill potential onto the ward, and he's actually just right-clicking Pale Horse. MMR Tour sent back a bit here by Cap, but again, very good damage being dealt here. That's already 3 tangos I've seen being pulled to Pale Horse.
Yeah, it's all for Pale Horse, man. As long as he's okay. Especially because mid lane is going so well. You have a lot of liberty from these supports. They don't have to seem to rotate at all because Rudy's doing a great job. That solo kill matters a lot.
Yeah, it does, right? Because Annihilate died 1 time last game and just completely tore down Arkosh. So getting that kill, I think, is probably very good for morale as well.
Gremlo, bottom, could be in trouble. We don't have meta though, and Telekinesis will actually save him. As one last set of axes just for good measure. Maybe actually killing Jakiro here.
Nope.
Gremlo has it in 4 more seconds. They need vision to Jakiro. Crow will try to give that. Has a magic stick. Not enough for Fibbolt though with a magic stick just yet. Long range axes from Gremlo. Snipes this Jakiro.
Very good.
This build's ridiculous.
Yep. Very, very good. And this is going to get really bad very quickly. With this Vlad's early, you know, the Ring of Bazzi buff being able to just allow you to continue to spam out these axes. Eventually, even if you get enough kills in this lane without, you know, the helm, you'll still push, right? Because you've just got enough XP here for points in Inner Beast. Realm will now look to force back Gremlo. This is a level 2 meta, so plenty of damage, but lacks the catch here. Should have probably waited a bit for Jakiro to return, but whatever. He's got now time and space to farm the wave.
Pale Horse in the top lane. Unfortunately, can't really get close to the wave any longer. Seems like the Terrible has created a similar effect down bottom, as you were mentioning.
Yeah, and I'm very curious about Cap's itemization here. He actually decided to head into the Orb of Venom. I see it's got a purpose, certainly, versus a Skywrath Mage, but I do think it also kind of baits you into taking bad skirmishes here. We'll see if this one works out.
Well, Warden has been slowed for a little bit. Unfortunately, Warden is quite fast regardless. And Cap, realizing if he goes any further, he will die.
Yep. Not a bad engagement, that one, though, to be certain. Warden out of mana, though, you know, so maybe that looks a little bit worse if...
Oh, Gremlo. Down bottom, Jakiro came from behind. But they have no ice pack yet to cancel his TP, so Gremlo's capable of TPing back home. Good reflexes.
Yeah, nice move there.
No.
And there's the kill, right? The Warden was using the clarity to make sure that he could actually get that kill. Again, Pale Horse, I mean, he moves over, but without boots, without a Melt Strike or a trap onto the Skywrath Mage, it's one of the faster heroes in the game, right? He's able to just easily outrun him.
Yeah.
And the Warden's going to deny himself, but Cap does get within experience, right? So nice play there.
Yep. Wanted to get the kill there, but unfortunately couldn't. Did get the quote-unquote denied into Dire, which is harder to get these days. Had to wait a whole minute. Rudy, though, has taken over mid lane. I haven't really talked too much about him, but, you know, double null build, doing really well in the early, maxing his Eidolons. And at the moment that Tiny leaves, he just goes and takes the tower, so can't really rotate this Tiny.
First power rune for him is going to be for the Tiny here at level 6, DD. He'll just use it to farm up, and he has taken Grow. They go on bottom. Yep.
Rudy. He did not know the Skywrath Mage was lurking in the shadows. That black hole gets wasted. Rudy's now been slowed. Annihilate. Looking for the avalanche. Will hit as they still have a toss available. Throw the tree first. Now the bird. And it's going to be the Warden who gets the kill.
Yeah, that was really, really good. And the tip from Annihilate playing a little bit of the mental game here against Rudy. Stacks as well scouted by KPU, so they're getting really good intel with this rotation that will continue down bottom as Realm is currently fighting for his life out here. Crow is going to get the telekinesis off. That buys him a little bit of space, but the Warden will secure the kill there. Gremlo trying his best at least to trade away Realm, but Realm with the boots, with the treads, able to evade him. Gremlo's got a wand that he can pop and throw a little bit more of the axes. They're not going to connect, though, onto Realm. Ice Path now, that first value point taken, isn't allowed to connect a couple more spells, and they will be rewarded with 2 kills in this bottom lane.
Good rotations, the Warden, active all over the map, you know, using his movement speed for good. He doesn't even have boots, actually. He's just his natural movement speed that's allowed him to get to all these engagements. And they needed that because Gremlo was starting to really dominate the TB, at least in terms of HP differential. And those axes starting to hurt. Killing him now prevents him to get from Aurora relatively early. And now that you don't go for the Helm, as you were speaking about earlier, you go for Vlad's. That Primal Roar is... You don't have as much a window opportunity to get kills with it.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, and that's why I always thought it was a little bit awkward, right? You just kind of rely on axe spam unless... and you don't have like this big, like, yes, only, you know, once every minute or so kind of spell, but like a super threatening spell to use that's almost a guaranteed kill onto nearly every core in the game, right? Which is your roar into a creep hitting him. Gremlo now is still going to perish, though. A little bit of magic damage there, courtesy Cap. Now is going to rotate over from the top lane as they look to maybe try and kill Realm. Pull back the hammer, though, or he won't activate the hammer pull. And Cap might still be in a little bit of trouble there. You've got another liquid or dual breath here applied. The silence as well is going to stop Cap from casting that Starbreaker. Realm as well fighting versus Crow on very little to no HP, but enough at least to walk out of this engagement with. That's now 2 kills straight onto Gremlo, so a lot of this early momentum that they've battled hard in the early game to gain is starting to really now go awry.
Yep. Yep, so Gremlo's not going to have the impact. Like, it's very similar to last game, right? Where like he did pretty well early and then started to fall off now as he sees a Jakiro. Hits him once just to get these spirits. There you go. Not wasting any axes. Applause, applause. But especially because you can't rely on Pale Horse this game at all, because again, he's been just absolutely cancelled. It's really all up to Rudy to see if he can carry this game with Enigma.
And Sunlight is chugging away pretty nicely at this top tier 2 now, or sorry, top tier 1 tower, rather with his first cast of Elder Dragon form. TA into the jungle here for Pale Horse. Not really the best net worth here for him in the safe lane. He's been out CS'd and 23 denies right now for the DK. So a lot of this 43 CS is from neutrals, which just don't give you as much gold. And even his stacks now being contested. He's got to leave. In fact, he's got threat of dying. That is if the Ogre Bruiser didn't connect on the stun there.
That Ogre Bruiser, a true bro. He almost get to the second stun there, but Annihilate tired of him. However, Sunlight does push the tower.
Ogre.
And now it's time for them to push bottom, but Gremlo has no Helm of the Dominator, so it's harder for them to do this. They have to kill a Jakiro for sure. He's trying to dead lane here. Looking is available for Bro. Not going to use it just yet. This Jakiro sets up a path of ice and flame that Gremlo walks alongside.
And he walks through.
Dies to
it got a little spicy there for him, but he's A-okay for now. Mid lane, they're making a play for Rudy. There's 2 TPs. Mystic Flare, which is invisible for us, does condemn Rudy as well. But the Eidolons at least are going to allow him and the rest of the team to trade away the Tiny. Gremlo is going to get back to work on the tier 1 down bottom as the Warden now even faster with the haste. Might consider going top. Pale Horse not farming too precariously, but Realm is pretty far out here and has telekinesis ready, but they won't go diving that far.
And they need someone to start creating space for them, right? Either the Beastmaster has to come online here, perhaps the Vlad's they're going to start playing around him, or Rudy has to sacrifice his tempo a little bit and go for some black hole plays, but KB users going to take over the map at this point, especially with the Blink Dagger on Tiny now.
Yep. Blink Dagger online. They're going to smoke and look to get a good reveal off here. If they can find a good fight with the DK especially, DK will have then his Blink, and then you're looking at this like double Blink reveal time. And there's no one here to tank the gank either for him. They've still got this ward up. They knew exactly where he was. Ice Path perfectly connects. He does at least farm 1 stack of Ancients, but he's going to lose the stack, a triple stack it is, of these hard camps here.
Yep. And they try to exchange for this tower, utilizing the Eidolons and the catapult. Not a bad idea. But Rudy knows he can't really fight this despite his black hole. They just lost their carry and their big source of damage. And it seems like this tower might just get denied. There we go. Well done, Sunlight.
Bottom tower is at least taken though by Gremlo, so he does get through that, and that's now nearly enough gold here for the Vlads, and in fact it is, pardon. So that first item finally online for him.
Dire's top tower is under
and Crow with a good spell steal as well. He's actually got Breathe Fire. Let's Cap dying as he intended to. Maybe go ward, go on a ward mission or connect here with Gremlo looking for a kill. Will be denied that opportunity. And that is going to be Blink very shortly here for DK, who just needs probably another creep or 2, and he'll be ready with that one as well as the Elder Dragon form. KBU could look potentially for another fight there, but for now it's actually Rudy and Crow who are smoked up near their tier 1 tower. They see the power room. They're going to want to try and bait around this, and Annihilate now will show. We know that they can't simply black hole him here because, of course, the Warden is nearby. They need a little bit more damage. There's 2 now in the area. That's his black hole opening, but the silence comes through. Warden having to sacrifice himself there. Does give a lot of gold, though, on over to Rudy. That's a 5x kill streak, so 400 gold for Rudy for that.
Not bad at all. I had to sacrifice himself, like I said, to save the Tiny there, but ended up being pretty okay. Unless they can kill Rudy's result? No, they cannot. Jakiro is here, though, with the Ice Path. Tries to catch Crow, but Crow's a little bit too nimble on that Rubik. And that Avalanche steal also pretty huge, because you get a massive range on it on Rubik.
Yep, indeed. Cap staying in the near vicinity, just trying to be very useful here with the Celestial Hammer. Again, not really having like a frontliner that can tank this early on, with Gremlo still getting online means I think he has to be in the vicinity. He can't just like be AFK farming in the jungle or one of these side lanes like a Dawnbreaker normally would be, and then like, you know, Solar Guardian in. I think that's a little bit too risky. Otherwise, they probably just like hunt your TA or something like that. And speaking of TA, it is going to be Deso first item for Pale Horse. No boots even for him. Just straight Deso after the Ring of Azzy.
I mean, it's just the way to farm faster. I presume that's what he's thinking. Like, I'm so screwed with this game, I might as well just become a hyper carry, which of course is difficult because if you don't play tempo against TB, I feel like eventually you're just killing supports.
Yeah.
But if Pale Horse can at least manage to do that in the team fights, I think he's found his utility. And they can just trust Rudy to deal with the TB. I think that's their plan. Pale Horse will kill the Skyrath Mage of the Jakiro. That way you don't have any way to cancel the Black Hole easily. Once you get BKB on Rudy as well, even better. And hopefully Rudy is the one to deal with TB instead.
Rudy is giving chase here. He does have himself a Blink Dagger. Really wants the Warden dead. Commits the Malefice. Has Black Hole. A couple of rotations from KBU coming through in the river as the Eidolons get to work. The TA trap slow not good enough because Bro was chasing there for the Fade Bolt to find the kill and instead finds himself stunned by Sunlight. There is a Black Hole, and here's Cap now with a haste. Black Hole is good. They almost actually nearly walks into it, but Annihilate's there to cancel the Black Hole. Cap with the haste rune is going to be cleaned up as they throw the, well, the man, not really the dragon even, onto Cap, and that's 3 kills for Realm.
Radiant's bottom tower is
We got this, Rudy. We got this. We can turn this around.
Dota2 is to destroy the ancient.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Who is that? Is
Valve
that,
did
is
say
that
you couldn't have.
Slacks?
That is Slacks, yeah. Valve apparently was a bit stricter with the rules and said that you couldn't have offensive lines, right? Which is why Slacks decided to record the most PMA line ever. Obviously, that line is at full face value.
That makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
You have the. You also have the.
To genuine love for your team, which happens very often in Dota.
That probably also explains Gremlo's line of the goal of Dota 2 is to destroy the enemy's ancient.
Yeah, it's just informative lines, PMA lines. I feel like Arkosh really have changed themselves. Then the omelet line is, I honestly don't know what the fuck that is about.
Cap just really likes diners,
thing.
okay? He's a big fan of Guy Fieri. He talked to me quite a bit, you know.
Is Guy Fieri a I thought Guy Fieri was the hot sauce guy.
No, he's diners, dashes, and drive-ins. Diners and drive-ins. I don't know what it is. Rudy's in trouble, though.
Cap.
Solar Guardian, Cap incoming, does get himself right in the thick of it, and he's immediately killed for that. But an attempt to save
Cap was
Rudy.
concerned for Rel. He's like, Rel has no Sunder target. What's going to happen to him after this fight? He just comes in, helps him out there. Good job, Cap.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal. Yeah. No, Guy Fieri likes diners. That's his thing.
I didn't know that. I just thought he liked hot sauce. And like, fiery hair.
And wearing his sunglasses backwards.
Does he do that too?
Yeah, he's the guy. He's got his sunglasses on it.
Honestly, he seems like an alright dude.
Yeah, no, he does.
Dude.
Still rocking a frosted tip since 2022, man.
Hey, Guy Fieri is like the good version of Smash Mouth Silver.
I saw him perform at Cornfest
in
Champaign in 2018. And I hear he's doing much better these days, but he was not in a good state there. Everyone was just chanting All-Star. We just wanted him to sing All-Star, and eventually someone just went on stage and sang the song instead. It was messy.
That's awful.
It
yeah, but Guy Fieri never done that.
No.
Guy Fieri is a legal dude.
He's good.
You're trying to kill Annihilate while we were talking about Smash Mouth, by the way, and it did not work out. Annihilate got away. He almost has Echo Saber as well. I think no, they need him more camp, and he'll have it. And once you get that, I question once again how Arkosh will come back into this game. At least Pale Horse is farming. He's going for Dragonlance though, so he thinks that he can play more like a traditional TA carry. I don't know how effective that's going to be.
He wants to farm. Pale Horse is still farming. Cap, trouble. He's dead.
He's mega dead. I thought for a second that was Macropire, but then actually they have Fireball.
It's a good steal though. Crow did manage to find himself an Ice Path, and it's level 3.
That is the best deal. That is the best deal.
I heard a smoke off of this, actually. This could be the opening. They've got Black Hole in 7 seconds.
Did you see what they smoked with Pale Horse, but he immediately started attacking creeps. He's like, I don't know.
He's not here for shenanigans. He doesn't do that.
Oh, No, Gremlo kind of scouted. There's a good ice bath with Cap's initiation. This might actually net a kill, at least on the DK. Sunlight is the target. Cap gets stopped before he can get a final hit off.
Here.
As Pale Horse joins his team, but he regrets this now. He's in the middle of the fireball. Pale Horse dies for this. They did get a kill on Sunlight, but he seems for the carry doesn't seem as worth it. Especially because TV was just farming the whole time. Annihilate has 6 seconds till the Blink Dagger. Wants vision on Crow. Gremlo cancels that Blink Dagger, protecting his Bubby. We do still have the Black Hole available here for Rudy, but the Warden makes this impossible. Now he's out of mana. If I see the Ice Breath, Annihilate might just die. Gremlo with a lot of damage. Annihilate, one last toss. They need one more hit. In comes Crow. Reflection is blocking Rudy. Rudy's too slow. Gremlo too.
Oh, he got him.
Snipe him with axes, and he does get him. And it's into his own life. One last arcane bolt for Rudy. He has the Blink Dagger, trying to get a little bit more healing off this natural region. And now arcane bolt will not be enough to kill him.
Oh, it was a little bit closer.
It's close though.
Than I thought it would be. And after that fight, Gremlo, he's totally happy with that, right? He does buy out. He's got himself his full Wraith Pact, and which is going to be a massive item, right? You've got burst damage up the wazoo here on your Tiny and on your Skywrath Mage, so reducing that is going to be huge here for the survivability. To be honest with you, Abo, I don't think Pale Horse has any business joining these fights early, to be honest.
I mean, I think that's what he said. He told his team, but his team probably mocked him for it, and he decided to join out of just social pressure.
He got peer pressured into joining the fight, and Rudy actually does not pop Black Hole the entire time. Like, I can see why it's a tempting target. You see 2 heroes there within your Psyblade spill range, and you go, oh boy, it's time for me to do things, and then you're just sent back to the jungle, basically.
Now, in all this time, by the way, again, the TB was widening the gap between the 2 heroes. And if TA struggles against TB with equal far, imagine with a difference of 4K now, especially if Pale Horse dies again. He doesn't have a TP. No, he does not.
No, he does not have TP. He doesn't have Blink either. Does have 2 damage, though, on his Deso. That's nice. Okay.
It's a great line. It's a really good line.
It is a good line.
It's very appropriate for Arkosh's gaming themselves, right?
Rhea's nearly at BKB here. He's halfway through the expensive components, so that is promising. Might have that in time for not this next fight, but probably the fight after, he would hope. As Pale Horse is being hunted, Annihilate, he sees the creeps dying here, he knows there must be a TA in the area, but is it a trap here? Because TPs are incoming now. There is Sunlight here still in the vicinity as KB will hold underneath their ward. Quite confident here with the vision. Reblocking the Ancient's camp as well, just to continue being a nuisance.
Sure, yeah, not bad. Reduce Pale Horse's farm even further. Annihilate closing in on that BKB. Consider disassemble Echo Saber forward as top lane. Gremlo. Split push, you could say.
And he's farming like a madman. He's almost got a full blink now. He just finished Wraith Pact after getting that kill onto the TB. Or sorry, make the Tiny. And sure, he probably had a lot of leftover gold after that, maybe like 400 or 500. But still, that was just like 1K in a couple of minutes. So he's nearly got full blink. As you know, guys, let's just show them that we're smoked mid. Everyone use all the Cap using his abilities as well. You know, it's about sending a message. It's not so much about sneaking up on him. And it might just work actually, because they actually find Annihilate. The damage is there. The lockdown from Cap. The Starbreaker doesn't throw him into the stun either. That ice bath there, not gonna stop this gank. I cannot believe that worked.
This was inevitable.
Yeah, it was genius. They send a message first, and then the enemy team thinks there's no way they're all still bunched up together, right? And they just run into it. Genius play by Arkosh. Playing 4D chess on this team.
I think they literally, like, there was a Fade Bolt, I saw Enigma use a spell, Gremlo threw axes, Cap, for some reason, just used Celestial Hammer on the ground, like, as well, just to be involved. Like, I can't believe they actually caught Annihilate.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And now look, they're baiting Pale Horse.
They are baiting Pale Horse. They understood Pale Horse's use this game, so that's good. He's gonna go for BKE, by the way, over the Blink, so he's planning, again, he's still being another carry. Not the support killer, but actually carry.
Just get in there.
I would have actually liked it if Gremlo, instead of Blink Dagger, was going for the Axe build that, again, Whisper popularizing the Major. Oh, that would actually work pretty well.
Yeah, he did it once, right? Versus OG? Boom, thank you.
And they won that game. Oh, sorry, they almost won that game off him alone. He had the highest damage. Like, Beast Ghost decided to play, I think it was like Spectre plus another carry mid, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll surely get there against Boom's MP. Didn't work out, obviously. But Whisper almost carried them into the late game off that build alone. Oh no, Gremlo got revealed by Cap. And Gremlo's all angry. He body blocks Cap. Cap's probably talking to him now.
Only using the nicest of words, I'm sure.
Oh, of course, of course. Oh.
What is this?
Sunlight?
This is real deep from Sunlight.
It's very deep. They have anything to cancel this? They do! Gremlin with a Blink Dagger! There's the use of it, and Sunlight will die.
Not a bad Blink reveal whatsoever, especially because KBU are probably itching to do Roche around this time. They're probably finding the fights here a little bit awkward now that Arkosh have items and they have damage. Things are looking a little bit scary. Rudy's BKB is imminent, so it seems like if there was an opening for a free Roche this game, it's just now passed by here. It's just left the station for KBU as Arkosh are actually the ones to head into the pit themselves. Bum Hawk as Gremlin doing a bit more damage. That is Ice Path stolen again. That's a big one.
Good job. Good job. Wraith Pact in the pit makes Jakiro seem a little bit more useless as well because Macropyre won't be as impactful here. Maybe they're just waiting for Wraith Pact to time out, but it's 15 seconds. I don't think they have the luxury to do that. In fact, they're going to go for Cap first. He's going to tank the gank for his team. Ice Path Macropyre drop.
Oh,
they can't
get the Aegis!
Pale Horse!
Pale Horse!
Pale Horse! Finally!
Oh my lord!
He took a little bit too long though, goes invisible under a sentry. Pale Horse saved by the Rubik the Crow with the Ice Path and the choke point. Pale Horse has a magic wand, needs to use it. Refraction first. Now Annihilate trying to cut him off. There's the help from Cap as well. Using the ultimate. Annihilate will die. Thanks to the Ice Path from Crow. They do lose the Aegis though in the process. Another Ice Path covering Pale Horse right as he comes back. Rudy's here as well.
Oh, he's just dead.
With the Black Hole BKB. It almost works. It does. It kills Realm. Despite Rudy sacrificing himself for this. Pale Horse deciding not to leave a free spot in his inventory. Cost him a couple of deaths there. But it worked out in the end.
Your stick.
Thanks to the Crow.
Drop your stick. Drop your stick. Pale Horse, he fires the mid-wave and he's just dead for that ammo. They took a fantastic fight for him to die to us. A DK Skywrath Mage combo. Crow attempted to TP out. It's very hopeful as Gremlo is trying for this buck off. He's got axes in 4 more seconds. Oh, he gets him with the board. Okay, so there's 2 survivors, the 2 offlanes.
Right, that makes sense. The tankiest hero is hardest to kill. I don't know, like you said, if Pale Horse had to farm that lane, or they had to not leave an inventory slot open. A lot of plays there that happened, but congratulations, particularly to the Crow. Played an incredible there in that fight.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I mean, he really tried to salvage that fight the best as he could for his team, and did. You know, the telekinesis save on that shard did throw the TA up to the high ground, which allows for the black hole, and et cetera, to actually play out the way it did. But yeah, incredibly stressful moment there. I really thought they were just going to lose out on the Aegis.
Yep. Oh, Rudy. No, Rudy, he realizes there's not the place to go. Oh, no, Rudy find a place in the trees.
There's no meta.
But he has no TP. Rudy, I think he's in trouble. I Annihilate his BKB. Wow. Rudy's been bursted in a matter of seconds thanks to I Annihilate. Ice Path misses Cap though. Gremlo still in the tree, stunned now by Sunlight. Use the Fireball here to start stacking residual damage to the Gremlo as a Sunder from Realm once again punishes Cap, who's full HP for no reason.
Dire's bottom tower has
Full HP for no reason.
I mean, that's a weird line, but you get my point. He always gets the one to be Sunder.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, they took down 2 heroes. Those are both cores. At least Pale Horse is farming.
He's got BKB, and he's finally now overtaken the DK for second most farmed in the game. There's a DD as well in the river, but he's more interested right now in hitting some creeps. And we'll head into the triangle. Regrettably for him, Realm does have himself now the Metamorphosis fully up. And that is going to be some pretty significant structure damage now coming the way here towards Arkosh as they will fortify. They're not going to fortify this wave either, so KBU seemingly willing to now back away from this push, and it seems to be the case here. BKB soon her Realm, why risk it, right?
Yeah, fair enough. You just use Dragon Form meta, so I think you could have continued to push up, but considering Rudy's back as well. And Black Hole is like 20 seconds away. It is at that point where you might not know if Black Hole is online entirely or not.
Yeah, it's very reasonable. So, I think like having a window of 10 to 20 seconds is super, you know, plus minus 20.
Because usually you write it down, but if it happens in the middle of a team fight, you're like off by 5 or 10 seconds.
And it was like a really short Black Hole, and they continued fighting after, so maybe...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Black Hole is still ready though. Refresher here for Black Hole number 2. Again, with that BKB, the only thing that can stop Rudy from, you know, getting the Black Hole or finishing the channel is going to be the damage. That, of course, is still a very viable concern, given that this full IF Scotty and soon BKB is at the ready for Terrorblade. Approaching his level 20 talent as well. Probably going to go for the counter images. As Pale Horse is smoked. He's got his own BKB now. As we said earlier, all the ultis are ready to go for Arkosh. There's no Elder Dragon form. There is no meta. So KBU playing a little bit more defensive. They know what's coming, but can they still fight in time as Gremlo giving chase will commit the roar, but the Force Staff is good there. Allowing now the counter initiation from Annihilate. That is Gremlo very dead. Not even Wraith Pack could save him there.
Yeah. The issue with this smoke is that they didn't use any spells on the creep wave, right? So they didn't announce they were coming.
That's exactly
and then it was like, what's the point of smoking if you don't do that?
You need to give the warning, you know? That's why, like, approaching armies would always beat the drums, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's why tornadoes have the tornado
warning.
Yes,
they come with the sirens pre-installed now. Very true. Very true.
Oh,
no, Rudy's been... Oh, we got the blink.
Good blink off. BKB's like, I'm out of here. Cap, good luck.
Yeah, well, Cap can always just, you know, ulti in on a Crow or something. He'll be okay. They're actually cutting waves here pretty effectively down bottom. TA now up to level 20, 8 damage on the Deso, kind of fully upgrade this Hurricane Pike now. But has BKB. The problem now for Arkosh, of course, is that, well, one, Gremlo is dead, and two, Rudy is not that scary anymore. You can kill him very easily, and really the Magic community was the problem. Good Force Staff there is going to get Realm out of what could have been a tricky situation. Midnight Pulse doing immense percentage waste damage.
Yes. This is big skill. When you're Midnight Enigma, sorry, when you're mid Enigma, you gotta take more advantage there of your damage skills. That's why it's called Midnight Pulse, right?
Exactly, exactly. Because you want to say good nights to the enemy cores that are very tanky, like this TB and this DK, and tiny.
Yeah, and you can only build that build if you're mid, of course.
Otherwise, you something with a pulse. I don't know. Otherwise, you don't have a pulse because Pale Horse kills you.
There we go. We figure it out. We figure it out. If Lacoste was 2 people and half as funny, then that's us. We did it. Oh, got a jet equipment for BSJ. That might actually be some damage against DD
he's
now.
putting that one straight in the inventory.
Pale Horse. I always confuse him with a content creator because they look so similar.
They do look very similar.
Yeah.
They look very similar. So many items now up, though, for KBU. I mean, they still found themselves up 11k. The problem is these cores now.
Oh, he's going.
They haven't been just playing able to farm.
Okay. Look at Pale Horse's build. He's going for Revenant's Brooch, man.
Oh. That's...
So, this fulfills 2 purposes. I don't know if you know this, Richie, but obviously the first one is to deal with the armor of the TB, right? Because it makes your attacks magical, right? And the second one is Slacks can't flame him if he
doesn't know what the item is.
Exactly, he doesn't know what the name of the item is, so he's immune to flame. Very clever from Pale Horse, actually.
Very true.
Good way to stay in the team.
And the item significantly buffed as well in 731D.
It did.
I don't know if it's going to be... first of all, I don't know if it's able to finish farming it because it's a very expensive item. But it is quite promising. 5 attacks now, and your charges don't diminish if you cannot actually hit the target with, you know, if they're magic immune or whatever. It sounds pretty good. Cap is just dead here.
Dead. But Gremlo? That's nothing. Gremlo just did nothing. He shot out his inspiration and didn't really work out.
Selena Barracks. Pale Horse is still farming, of course. He's got really no business trying to defend right now, especially when Gremlo is getting gone on like this. They might get through Gremlo. Dive Bomb Hawk is good, and the Ice Path just misses. Bro's going to toss his Bubby into the fountain. These Force Staffs are so good. This is,
Pale Horse is back.
Yeah, he's gotta. This is almost megas if he doesn't get in here.
Yeah, it actually stayed. So he came at the right time because he defended the mid-grade racks, right? So overall, they only lost 1 lane. I mean, range racks is important, but not as important.
Yeah, and I mean, like, even though the net worth lead is kind of similar as to what it was last game, because of the Enigma, they're like not technically out of this. Dota Plus still giving them, you know, a 7% chance. I'd agree with that. It's not very likely.
7%?
Yeah, 7%.
That's not that bad. No, demons are famously known for not being able to do maths, so they don't understand.
Oh, is that so?
They think it's 100. Yeah.
I thought they were known for also not writing their names on the top of their math tests.
Oh, yeah, that is idiots, not demons, but it's understandable why you made the.
Well, I thought demons could.
They're very similar.
I thought they couldn't put they can't say their names, right?
No, other people can't say their names. They can.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they can just they can garble, and then usually your like ears melt or your eyes or something melts in your face.
I see.
Brain, something. I'm not sure. Some melting goes on.
Listen, dude, I don't know.
You turn into a grilled cheese.
You're the one that watches the anime. I'd assume you'd be correct on the information.
I watch all the demon animes. Dorohedoro is a fantastic anime. That's why I bought a shirt for it. I am now the Gyoza Fairy.
Gyoza Fairy?
That's an actual character in the show. That's what the shirt is about.
I like gyoza.
It's a fairy that delivers gyozas to people.
I kind of figured. Do you have to like leave a tooth under your pillow and then it...
No. You have to be at a gyoza bar, and the fairy makes sure all gyozas are as delicious as possible. It's amazing. It's the best character ever. Anyway, BKB almost done for Granola, by the way. Not going for the Axis build. He's like, all right, I'm gonna trust this Revenant's Brooch build from Pale Horse. So Rudy goes for Refresher to try to cover him as well. So just a bunch of team fight, and Pale Horse will be the damage. I'm not opposed to this, honestly. This Revenant's Brooch might actually work.
And it's a long Rush timer as well, so he's got plenty of time to try and farm it up. He still doesn't have enough for the Witchblade, though. Star is setting up some vision. Gremlo should try to get a Hawk out here. Now Cap can see that with the hammer as they pop Eldritch Dragon Form to murder the boar. There's BKB delivered. That does leave Gremlin without buyback for this what could be crucial Roche fight.
Yes, that's true. Is it worth? I'd say yeah, because even if you buy back, if you've used Roar and your axes, like what are you going to do with it, right?
Yep. And they scout the smoke, pardon me, with the dual Hawks. KBU are going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage here.
Cap. Too eager to break that smoke. Cap, maybe don't go out.
He's playing the Psycho support, man. Plants the ward.
He is. They scanned him, right, as well? Yeah. No, KBU scanned Cap, actually. So Cap will be tanking the initiation of the scan.
Oh,
as they
found Rudy.
From the back
Rudy's dead.
Crow's in trouble. Rudy's dead, too. This is not looking good for Arkosh. At least Rudy buys back, but Gremlo has been killed. No buyback for him. Cap might just die a second time here. There's Rudy, though, with the black hole. Where's the damage? Bill Horse has to attack Annihilate, but also the illusions. Only Annihilate will die for this. Rudy died a second time. Bill Horse has also been finished off here, thanks to Sunlight's fireball.
Yeah, Rudy at least still doing damage with Eidolons, does as you know, alongside Cap managed to find Sunlight, but
kill Realm.
Yeah, Realm's still alive here. Cap is gonna die very easily a second time. Crow as well is gonna join him, and that is going to be a full team wipe here in favor of KBU. Annihilate even buying back. They sense that they must know at least, yeah, a couple of heroes don't have buyback, and Pale Horse is going to throw in the towel. It's going to be the GG well played, and KBU taking a 2-0 win. They go equal now with Alpha at 3-0 towards the top of the group.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Arkosh will not be showing us their prowess today, but KBU, congratulations on their